AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's the NFC Championship game. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Back to throw. Watts. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 26. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Watts looking for his running back, and he's got him. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watts. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stark. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Stark looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now they try the right side here. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed. And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Operating from the gun. Stark. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on first down. Watts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Watts. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Watts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Watts. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Second and 8 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stark. That's taken in. Complete to Reynolds. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
No.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Number 24.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Stark got his man complete over the middle. That's Burns. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
At the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stark firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Stark. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stark got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Watts. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Watts pass complete.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
And 5 at the 41-yard line.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
To throw on second down, Watts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watts flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, Watts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun, Watts eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Watts. He can run, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
To kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st down, start. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Start. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Off play action. Start. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on second down, Watts. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
To the ground and incomplete. Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Watts throwing the out route incomplete. It's Manning. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Throwing on first down. Watts firing quickly here, and that's complete. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. It is the LA Chargers who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Stark. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This pass complete to Reynolds. He's at the 30, 20, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there, 67 yards, and the Bears draw a bit closer. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Watts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Watts. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bears 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
A loss of 4 yards.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, Stark. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Off the play fake. Stark. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Operating from the gun. Stark. That's into the hands of Reynolds.
Starks pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch your slap, watch your slap.
From the gun, Stark. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Stark. The quick slant caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Complete to number 86. Touchdown, Chicago.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point forthcoming.
Point after.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Watts throwing middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Back to throw. Watts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, McDowell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 31. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. McDowell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Watts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, Watts. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Touchdown!
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
And now Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. On first down, start. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again. Start. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Operating from the gun. Start.
The quarterback is sacked.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Watts. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. You got nothing left.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. The throw left side to start the drive is complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing on first down. Start. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to the air on second down. Start. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5.
Start.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Complete.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McDowell, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on 1st down. McDowell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. On 1st and 10, Stark. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
53, check 53.
Throwing to start the drive. Watts. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the Bears' 4-yard line.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.